Gentlemen, when it comes to shirts, you've got tons of choice when it comes to patterns and colours. With all of the different types of shirts and selections that you've got available these days, how do you know what the difference between a formal and casual shirt actually is? In this video, I'm going to run through with you guys the key differences between a stereotypical formal dress shirt and a casual shirt, so that you guys can know what to wear for a specific occasion. Because in my eyes, it's important that a guy has a few of both of these types of shirts to create a versatile wardrobe to wear. First of all, let's kick it off with the length of these shirts. Now, when you're talking about formal shirts, these things are stereotypically longer than your casual shirts. They often measure in around or below the groin area so that you can tuck them in much more easily. Now, there are certain casual shirts that you can get that are a similar length to these dress shirts, so they're meant to be tucked in as well. But if you're planning on wearing one of these things untucked, you've got to go for one that's a little bit shorter, because if you're wearing one of these quite long shirts untucked, it's going to adjust the proportions of your body in a negative way. I'd recommend going for one that's either on the crotch or just above the crotch area generally. Another great way of telling if a shirt is a formal one or casual one is the type of collar. Now, there are the grandad collared shirts, but they can wait till another video. When it comes to the more traditional style and shape of collars, you can have a look and see if it's got buttons here. Typically, the majority of formal dress shirts don't have the button-down collar on the outside here that's visible. You will get the occasional one which has buttons on the underside, but they're not visible from the front. More high-end dress shirts will also come with the collar stay, so you can pop these things in to keep your collar looking nice and straight. Casual shirts tend to be a little bit smaller in their profile, and they'll often have the buttons actually on the collar as well. So for it to look its best, I'd recommend keeping them actually buttoned in. If they've got a hole there, it needs a button in it. The reason for the difference in the size of the collar is because dress shirts are generally meant to be worn with a tie. Don't get me wrong, they can still look pretty good without a tie, maybe if you wanted to dress down your outfit, but most of the time they're shaped so that a tie fits nicely in them. However, when it comes to the casual shirts, you'll find that ties don't fit quite so well underneath them. They often don't have the right shape, and it's very rare that you'll find me wearing a tie with a casual shirt. As you keep moving your way down the outfit, you'll also notice that generally the casual shirts tend to have buttons that offer more contrast to the material, such as the ones I'm wearing at the moment. You'll see these are quite white buttons, and that is the case often with these casual shirts. Yet with a large amount of the formal shirts, you'll see that the buttons are often the same colour as the material. Now, there will obviously be the odd exception to this rule, but generally that's the case. You'll find that a lot of the more high quality formal dress shirts will have the double cuffs, which are significantly bigger. They're meant to be folded over and used with cufflinks. And this is something that's very rare in casual shirts. Almost always casual shirts will have the standard type of cuff. And let's say you've got a shirt, and after all of these previous tips you're still struggling to define it as either a casual shirt or a dress shirt. Have a look at the material. The material can vary depending on whether it's a formal shirt or casual shirt. Often I find that these days the casual shirts are made out of slightly thicker material. But to be honest, after all of these steps, if you've got a shirt that doesn't quite fit into either category properly, it means that you've got yourself quite a versatile shirt. But really, for this video, when you're comparing the formal dress shirts to a casual shirt, which one's better? Well, it depends on what you need to use them for. You can dress well, but you don't want to overdress, because that is actually a thing. I think some people on YouTube and online generally don't seem to think that overdressing is a thing. You've got to still dress appropriately for the thing that you're going to or where you're going to be. And in today's video vote, I'm going to put up two outfits on the screen for you as well. Outfit number 1 and outfit number 2. One with a white shirt, one with a light blue shirt. Two really versatile colours, especially if you've got pale skin. Which one do you think looks the best? Which one would you wear? Let me know by clicking the eye in the corner of the screen and going to the poll, and you can press which one you want to choose. And of course, gentlemen, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you leave it a like to let me know. And if you are new around here, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. It's absolutely free. Gets you access to each of my 3 uploads every single week to men's style, grooming, well-being, everything basically that kits you out to be the most attractive guy that you can be. And I'll see you on the next episode, chaps.